At least 13 people were killed and nearly 100 others injured when a passenger train in Mexico derailed while traveling between the Gulf of Mexico and the Pacific Ocean, according to the country's navy.
멕시코에서 태평양 쪽 항구 도시와 멕시코만 쪽 항구 도시를 잇는 노선의 여객 열차가 운행 도중 탈선하면서 최소 13명의 사망자와 100여 명의 부상자가 발생했다고 멕시코 해군이 발표했습니다. How unfortunate. Tell us about this.
It really is, and this is a relatively new service. It only came online in 2023. It's only been running for a couple of years. The idea was it would be an alternative to the Panama Canal in terms of transport. There were 250 people on board. 36 of them required hospital care. The rest just had minor injuries, but still would have been in shock from this accident. They're not quite sure what happened. They don't know yet the reason for the derailment. I'm sure they will be investigating thoroughly. But yes, a very sad day for Mexico and for this train.
Yeah. All right, let's have a look at the word at least, and it comes before the number of casualties, I believe. Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. So whenever we use at least, it's going to be plus a number. So at least 5 people will be at the meeting this afternoon. At least 3 slices of cake should be left after lunch. These kind of things. It could be positive, it could be negative. It doesn't matter. We're just saying there's going to be this number or higher of whatever we're talking about.
Yeah, especially when it comes to casualties.
Yes.
The number we know is probably the minimum. It could be final, but it might not be. It could increase.
So we often use this when we're unsure of what it may be. Maybe when facts are not solidified, when we don't have the whole picture of something.
그래요. 적어도 최소한 뭐뭐뭐, at least something. And what's derailing?
Well, derailing is when a train comes off the rails or comes off the tracks. I guess you could use it for a tram as well, but trains are going to be what we use it for. It is literally when the train derails. It comes off the rail and crashes or has to stop. So it could be severe, it could be minor, but it's another way of saying there's been an accident of some kind where the train is off the tracks.
Train track 아니면 rail이라는 게 철로를 말합니다. 그런데 그 철로를 벗어난 거니까요. 탈선하다 의미겠죠. And of course, we use this figuratively too. It doesn't always have to be a physical train derailing. It could be our plans being derailed.
Or it could be a conversation. You're talking about something and somebody starts talking about something else. They've derailed the topic. You can also talk about somebody being off the rails, meaning going out of control. Very similar, slightly different, but again, having that feeling of uncontrollable in some way.
Is it like being unhinged?
A little bit, yes.
Yeah, okay. 자, off the rails 그러면은 정말 통제 불능의 상태가 된 느낌이고요. 그 다음에 derail이 보통 우리 계획에 대해서 말할 때라든지 어떤 논의에 대해서 얘기할 때는 그게 좀 틀어진다는 의미가 되겠습니다. 원래 계획대로 가지 않는 거죠. 다시 읽어볼게요. At least 13 people were killed and nearly 100 others injured when a passenger train in Mexico derailed while traveling between the Gulf of Mexico and the Pacific Ocean, according to the country's navy. Let's move on to the next headline.
More than 500 full-time employees at a factory in the US walked away with 6-figure bonuses spread over 5 years after their boss sold the company for $1.7 billion.
미국 한 공장의 최고경영자가 회사를 17억 달러에 매각하면서 그 금액 일부로 이 회사 직원 500명 이상에게 1인당 평균 44만 3천 달러, 우리 돈으로 6억 3,900만 원의 보너스를 5년에 걸쳐 지급하기로 해 화제입니다.
I think most employees, when they hear that their company is being sold, would be expected to be out on their ear, lose their jobs. But in this case, it's the exact opposite. They're being taken care of in the most amazing way. It's a company called Fiberbond. There's 540 full-time employees. They've all got a bonus. And this is because it was part of the deal.
Right.
The boss sold the company for $1.7 billion. And he said, I'm not going to sell it unless you earmark 15% of the proceeds for the employees. So some companies' employees have stock, but it wasn't that in this case. And it was non-negotiable. It was this or nothing. And so they've got these bonuses. They are retention awards, which mean you have to stay at the company to get the full bonuses. And these six-figure payouts are going to be paid annually over 5 years.
Yeah.
So they're not going to get the whole sum at once. They're going to have to stay on. They're going to have to keep working. They're going to have to, be good workers. But it's quite incredible. And the average is something like $443,000 per worker. And those who've been there a long time getting much more.
자, 그러니까 지금 얘기하고 있는 한 공장의 이름이 파이버본드고요. 그 파이버본드의 CEO가 이 회사를 이제 매각하는 조건으로 이튼이라는 회사가 이제 매각을 하게 됐는데 그 매각 조건으로 반드시 전체 거래 비용의 15%는 현재 파이버본드에서 일하고 있는 이 직원들에게 줘야 한다. 이런 조건을 내건 거군요.
Yeah.
And the employees will continue to work at Eton? Is
yes,
that right?
that's the idea.
Okay.
You have to keep working there if you want the full bonus.
Aha.
For over 5 years. So I'm
그래요?
guessing they'll probably stay longer than the 5 years. But I think it's a way to say thank you, but also your job is safe and we want you to stay.
뭐 일종의 지금 인수가 된 그런 상황인 것 같은데 파이버본드라는 회사는 지금 없어진 거죠. 그러니까 이 이튼이라는 회사가 회사 안에 이제 인수가 된 건가요?
But they've acquired it, so the company remains under the care of Eaton. It will be a subsidiary company.
그래서 기존 직원들은 이 이튼 회사의 직원으로 이제 새롭게 일을 계속 하게 됩니다. 그러면서 65세 미만의 직원들 같은 경우에는요, 5년에 걸쳐서 6억 원 정도의 보너스를 받게 돼요. 이 매각 조건으로 그렇게 받게 되는 거고 65세가 넘는 이제 막 은퇴를 앞둔 직원들도 있었을 거 아니에요. 그런 경우에는 한 번에 받게 되는 것 같습니다. 자, 그러면 한번 표현을 볼까요? So, 500 full-time employees at this company called Firebond, they now walk away with 6-figure bonuses.
Yeah, and in this context, it means they got it. They succeeded. For example, I walked into the car dealership and I walked away with the best deal on a new car.
So it's not just physically walking away.
No, it can be. You can
Can
walk
be.
away from something, but
Yeah.
when we use it for success, it just means that's what I've got. I'm leaving today with the prize, like winning the lottery.
walk away만 놓고 보면은요, 떠나다 이런 의미가 있죠. 그런데 여기서 말하는 walk away with this bonus라고 했을 때는요, 이런 걸 얻게 됐다. 비교적 쉽게, 왜냐면 그냥 줬잖아요.
Yes.
그래서 walk away with something. 선생님이 지금 만약에 내가 차 딜러십에 가가지고 너무나 좋은 딜로 차를 구매하게 됐다 하면은 I walked away with a great deal.
Exactly.
이런 식으로 내가
Yeah.
이런 걸 얻게 됐다. 좋은 딜을 얻게 됐다. 지금 직원들은 보너스, 큰 보너스인데요. 그것을 얻게 됐다. 굉장히 수월하게 차지하게 됐다. 이런 의미로 보실 수
but
있습니다.
they can't walk away if they want to walk away with the bonuses.
지금 만약에 퇴사를 하게 되면은 이 보너스 못 받는 거죠?
네.
5년 동안 계속 일을 한다는 어떤 조건 하에 이 돈을 보너스로 받게 되는 겁니다. 오, 좋네요. 1년에 그러면은 지금 5년에 걸쳐서 6억이니까 1년에 1억 넘게
Yeah.
보너스로 받게 되는 거군요.
Yes, please. PD님, can we have the bonus? No.
그래서 제가
sorry.
알기로는 이 파이어본드의 CEO가 정말 열심히 일해준 직원들에 대한 고마움이 굉장히 컸던 것으로 알고 있습니다.
Yeah.
그래서 매각 조건에도 이런 걸 내건 거고요. 직원들 중에는 뭐 30년 근속한 직원들도 있고 정말 오랫동안 함께한 식구 같은 그런 직원들이 많이 있었다고 합니다.
Yeah, hopefully other bosses will take note.
왜 계속 우리 PD님을 쳐다보시는 거예요? 자, 그 다음에 보너스가요. A six-figure bonus. What's
Yeah,
that?
you won't hear much talk of six figures here in Korea because our currency is different.
Yeah.
But in the US, in the UK, in countries with particular currencies, a six-figure bonus is a very big bonus
Yeah.
because it's got six figures. For example, $100,000 is a six-figure bonus. $999,999 is also a six-figure bonus.
Yes.
And anywhere in between is going to be a six-figure bonus.
six figures를 달러화로 생각하면은요. 그러니까 100만 잠깐만요. 아니요.
It's 1000만.
10만. 저기 네네네.
네.
어떻게 six figures입니까?
선생님 한국어 수업 준비하지 않나요?
six figure 보너스가 우리 돈으로 환산하면 쉽게 말하면 억대입니다. 왜냐면은 $100,000부터가 six figures거든요. 6자리 숫자. 근데 $100,000가 우리 돈으로 대략 1억, 지금 1억 4천이겠지만 1억 정도라고 볼 수 있어요. 그래서 영어에서 six figure 이런 말이 나오면 억대라고 생각하시면 됩니다. 자, 그래서 진짜 그렇죠? 억대 보너스를 받게 됐습니다.
Me?
No, not you. No.
okay.
The people who worked at this company.
Sorry, I was feeling lucky.
자, 다시 한번 제가 읽어보겠습니다. More than 500 full-time employees at a factory in the US walked away with six-figure bonuses spread over 5 years after their boss sold the company for $1.7 billion. Let's move on to the final headline.
New York City is officially retiring its iconic reusable subway card after 32 years of service, transitioning fully to a contactless tap-and-go payment system.
미국 뉴욕시가 시의 대중교통을 상징하던 마그네틱 승차권 메트로카드를 올해를 끝으로 32년 만에 공식 폐기하고 이제부터 비접촉 결제 시스템으로 완전히 전환한다는 소식입니다. Alright, so the yellow metro cards are no more.
Well, no. They've got till tomorrow.
Okay.
They can buy and refill them till tomorrow, local time.
Almost gone.
But then it's transitioning to Omni, which is this contactless payment system. So the idea, you can use a credit card, you can use your phone, any sort of smart device to pay your fare. It's just easier for everyone involved. Lots of people are using it. In New York, the transit officials are saying that more than 90% of trips on public transportation, on subway and buses, are using the Omni system. And that's since 2019 that was introduced.
Yes, it's been around for 26 years.
People have got used to it.
Yeah.
Omni's been around for 6 years.
Oh, sorry.
Not 26.
I'm having trouble with numbers today, as usual. But sorry, 6 years. Where did I get 26 from?
But we're seeing this more and more. Like in Korea, you can use your phone for public transport. You can use your credit card. London's doing it. Singapore's doing it. San Francisco in the US. Chicago is also doing it. I think more and more of the US is now converting to this kind of system, which is a lot easier than what they had before. Because in 1953, they were using brass-colored coins. Those were the days.
자, 2019년부터 지금 한 6년 동안 이 메트로카드가 사용이 됐습니다. Tap and Go 시스템이라고 해서 찍고 들어가는 우리도 너무 익숙하죠. 이런 교통카드 우리도 오랫동안 쓰고 있어서. 그런데 이제는 뉴욕에서 contactless payment system이라고 해가지고요. 이제 우리는 또 병행하면서 쓰고 있습니다만 이제 핸드폰으로 그냥 띡 해가서 할 수 있는 굳이 카드를 따로 소지하지 않아도 되는 시스템을 도입해서 활용한다고 합니다. Alright, let's have a look at to retire, but not a person retiring.
No.
New York is retiring its subway card.
Yes, but it's very similar to a person. It means it's going to stop working deliberately. They're choosing not to use it anymore. Much like when a person retires, they choose not to work. They choose to just relax a bit. Here, when we retire a machine or we retire a service or a system, we put it out of use. We replace it with a new system. So it's not going to be working anymore.
그렇죠. 무언가의 사용을 중단시킨다라는 의미로도 retire를 씁니다. 사람이 은퇴할 때도 당연히 retire 쓰지만은 뉴욕시가 이 교통카드를 이제 더 이상 쓰지 않게 된다. New York City is retiring its iconic MetroCard. Now, what about transition?
Well, it is transitioning to a new system. It's changing. If we have a transition, if we transition to something from something else, that means we're changing over. We're replacing it. In the same way that we talk about a transition from, the first hour to the second hour. In between, there is a transition where we hear a song and then there's some commercials for other EBS programs and then the jingle starts again. That is the transition. We transition to the second hour.
그렇죠. 1부에서 2부로 넘어갈 때 이렇게 넘어가는 것, 전환하거나 변환하는 것을 다 이제 transition이라고 표현하는데요. you go over to something different. You transition to something different.
Yeah, so companies will use this word a lot. They talk about transitioning to a new policy or transitioning to a new goal or whatever it may be. The idea is we were this or we were doing this and now we're going to be or we're going to do something else.
Yeah, you're changing and that course between is sort of the transition period, you could call it. 자, 다시 읽어보겠습니다. New York City is officially retiring its iconic, reusable subway card after 32 years of service, transitioning fully to a contactless tap-and-go payment system.